Hello everyone. Hello everyone who is watching us right now. Hi.
So today we'll be having a live interaction with Mohammad SAAD HASHMI sir, founder director of Odinet, one of the leading ISPs, or you could say internet service provider in the state.
And he is a very good entrepreneur as well. He is working really hard since a very long time and achieved a lot. Going good. Yeah.
So very soon he'll be joining us. So
So
let me add him.
I'll just brief you about today's organization, whatever we are doing. This is just because we want to create more awareness about entrepreneurship, and this drive is especially for you if you want to start something of your own, or if you want to organize your life right now, and we are good to go with it.
Yes. So today's guest is a wonderful human being, a successful entrepreneur, and he is someone who can guide you properly in your journey of entrepreneurship. So very soon we'll be adding him. So let's bring him
Yes.
and have an interaction with him. So he'll be joining us very soon.
Please let us know if we are properly audible. Please write yes if we are audible right now. Hi everyone.
Hi Lopamudra auntie. Hi Vikas ji.
Yeah, he is coming on board. Great. Please be with us and please share this link with your friends and family so that we can be connected to more people.
Just a second.
Saad sir, we are not able to find you over here.
भैया आप देख लेना.
Hi Rashmi, hi Sumit, hi Abhilash. Looking forward to have a very good interaction. I think Saad sir is here. We will be having. Okay, there is some technical glitch. We are trying to bring him on board. Please be patient and we are trying to bring him. There is some technical issues I find, but we are working on it. We would be good to go start the interaction in 2-3 minutes more.
आपको वहाँ से करना पड़ेगा.
Hi Nafisa, hi Agrita. Thank you so much. So I hope all of you are very energetic for the event.
Yes.
And very energetic for the Monday.
Yeah, what better than a live interaction
Right.
with an entrepreneur to start your Monday? So we are also grateful to our venue partner, Dupio Coffee and Bistro.
Yes, so we are at Dopio Coffee and Bistro right now. It's an amazing place, a beautiful space, a lovely cafe in town, and situated in Info City. And the vibes over here, you can feel it, you can sense it, right?
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Abhishek.
Let me see.
Answers name on a some issue we are trying to connect to work on and bringing on is is so very. Meanwhile, everyone who is connected to us, please share the link. Get connected to this into us. So we coming. So am I audible? Okay, sir. Oh, okay. Devasthita, I'm not speaking right now. Starting it in a while, so I'm not speaking right now. I'll be working on it. Thank you. Hi, is it clear right now? Is the audio clear? Am I audible? Please let us know in the comment what is the first thing that you would love to listen or to see in a live video. Is it motivation or is it some fun interaction? Excited? Yes. Please keep the same excitement till the end of the show. So you must be knowing us guys, right? So I'm Soumya to introduce, and my co-host is Bhavani. He is just beside, like he is getting connected to our guest. So not in the frame, but very soon he's coming. This entrepreneurship drive is because we are trying to create more entrepreneurs around, and we are trying to create better leadership skills. Uh, we are trying to make people or let people know that consistency is the key to success. We are working really hard on it, bringing more people on board. I hope you enjoy the show. Yes. So, guest is here. We're trying to add.
Hi, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm audible right now.
Here is a
There was
guest
a bit
speaker.
technical glitch, and moreover, it is our first Facebook Live.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. Now, I'm audible right now. Is that?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, good. So, how are you?
I'm doing great,
Very
sir.
nice, sir.
Actually, these iPhones don't have these kind of options available. So, I have to get back to the Android mode back again. I was not getting the things in iPhone. Okay, so how are you both? Looking great.
Thank you so much, sir. You are equally looking energetic and great, as always.
Once I see you both, I get more energy.
No, every time I meet you, there's, I carry a lot of positive energy, and the interaction we had before had a great influence on us. So, we
Once I
wanted,
go outside, I'll flip because there is too much butter that you're putting in this conversation. Right. So, happy Monday morning, all to the businessmen, all entrepreneurs. This is the best day for business. What I have learned, Monday morning, you get fresh enough, polish your business, and start earning. This is the earning day of business life. The resting day is Sunday. The earning day is Monday, isn't it? So,
so,
what topic we have? We have created
So
a
that
lot of buzz.
yes, that is why we have chosen Monday for this talk show so that people get like excited and thrilled and like energetic for the whole entire week.
and who better than you
Yes.
to start our day with? So, all our audiences, thank you very much for joining us. So today we have a wonderful guest with us, a successful entrepreneur, a great human being, and his Mohammed SAAD HASHMI sir, founder director Odinet, one of the leading ISP, or you could say internet service provider in the state. So we welcome you to our first live stream, TYCOON Speaks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear.
So I just now saw a message. We have Sudhanshu, I think, watching from Toronto. Thank you so much for watching us, and we are really excited to see people from like different places coming together in the morning to watch it. We will be starting it very soon.
Yes, yes.
So
Thank you so
my
much for creating that buzz for this such a small. I may not say it's an entrepreneurship that we have started, and but these things what you have done, it has made us feel much more brighter in our business. Okay, the sunlight that you're showing right now. Thank you so much, Bhavani, Somya, for making us audible to everybody.
Actually, it's your work which is speaking. You're working so hard and inspiring a lot of youngsters like us.
so we are just connecting more people to us so that they witness the best of everyone. Okay. So I would be having my first question for you right now, just to begin the show. So, can you please take us through your initial journey of entrepreneurship? Like, how, we know that you have been, like, say you started your career from a job and then you shifted to entrepreneurship, right?
So how did this thought
Yeah.
came to your mind, and how everything happened? Take us to that journey.
Yeah, it started long back in the year 2007 or maybe ending 2006 when I started a job in Wipro in a call center. Because to be very honest, as my father was a doctor, he's no longer with me right now. So he passed away a year back. But he was a great inspiration, being him at my backside every time. But I'm not that a good student, to be very honest with you. So everybody cannot go to that par, to that level. So starting from a mere call center job, working in night shifts for American clients, then steadily, stable won't be a correct word. It was stagnant somewhere because the growth was not happening. So then after that, I did my MBA from a distant learning from that, working in that job only. And after that, once the MBA was completed, they also recognize that once a degree is in your pocket, then people start recognizing you much more well. Okay, then I got shifted to the HR department of Wipro. But hiring people, looking new faces every day, so you learn many more things because HR, human resource, is a thing that once a person enters the floor, the first thing he sees that is your face, the hiring HR face. So you are the brand ambassador for the company, either good or bad. It doesn't matter that you are the face of the company for that particular fresher or a new person coming to the company. So that gave me a very good aura or an opening to meet many more people like you do right now. So once you meet many people, you get to know many things about the world, what is happening right now. But at certain of time, it was something that I was feeling that it was nothing happening for me. Okay, I was not growing, whatever the satisfaction level, to be very exact, not for the monetary level, the satisfactory level was not uh, in what I was feeling not good. So suddenly my mother was very ill as well, so I came back to my homeland. Then I started a job here as well, but that didn't work too. I did a distant hiring from Wipro. Distant hiring means they used to hire people from our state, like engineering colleges, freshers. So I used to visit colleges and hire people from there for our company. And then suddenly I felt that I should do something of my own. जो जानते हैं वही करेंगे. What you know that you do. So as a network engineer, I knew about networking. So I started internet service because that time once I was facing issues, I had only 2 to 3 companies to deal with. Now we are having ample of things right now. But at that time, 5 years, 6 years back, we had only 3 to 4 options. So I started with my own locality, optical fiber, because optical fiber is a thing that you cannot go beyond. You have to be looking at your pocket to, because wires are purchased and everything. And so I started a business here in Cuttack only with my locality, 3-4 localities. Once I felt that it is growing right now, I can go ahead and expand. By the grace of God, we are expanded and we are in many cities right now in Odisha. And now we are the Class B ISP. So it's only by the grace of God and my father's and mother's blessings. And of course, the team that I have right now, they have a very good impact on the sector right now. Because I always say those people are sweating out in sun. That is why I'm speaking to you right now in a AC room. Because of that, because they are outside.
I would like to interrupt a bit. So you were working as a HR before. So now you mentioned that the team you have helps you a lot in your business. So how easy it was for you, to hire good people? Because last time I was
Yes,
an entrepreneur. So what he mentioned, you need to hire slow and fire fast. Hiring and firing goes hand by hand. So what your views on that? And how it has been for you to hire good set of people?
Yeah, look, every type of experience is worth. Okay, every type of experience, and this type of, by God's grace, this type of experience was with me before I started my organization. So that helped me out to read more people's much more wisely and select for your organization much more wisely. So it will help you grow your organization much more better because we were doing for someone else. And now once it comes to us as well, we are much more cautious because we had that experience coming from that team. Because once you work in HR for 2 years, you get the nerve who is telling true or false. Okay, you try it. Because if you do a business management in HR, there is a subject altogether, reading faces. Because once a newcomer comes, the first thing that you read his or her face, what exactly his or her face tells. Is it serious about that he's coming for this job, or is there a pressure from the parents to do a job? How he will impact the company, and at the end of the day, everyone is working for the bottom line, the growth, the word,
So,
isn't it? I'm not.
uh,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
as you
I'm not able
mentioned,
to hear.
like you were not very good at studies in the initial days. So I would be saying this to everyone who is listening to us. We have a successful person today on board who was not very good at studies.
But he has achieved success in his life and in his work.
So you need not be very good at your education or your career goals and all those things. But then also you have a lot of career options that you can go ahead with, and we would be talking more about it in the life.
Sir,
Yeah, there is a truth that I'll share right now. There is a truth I'll share right now. The people I'm hiring right now, they are much more educated than me. So that
So
is the
that
point. It doesn't mean how. No, education is important, no doubt. It doesn't mean we are discouraging education. Okay, it has to be education with the will, and sometimes it's the prayers and the luck. Everything has to go intact with each and everything. We are not discouraging education. We will still say if we are. I told once I did HR MBA, then only I got that feeling that I can do it. Until that education was in my pocket, I was not very much sure that I could manage these things out. Once that thing got into my pocket, be it a good education or a bad education, education is education. But still, it doesn't mean that you have to be a 90% or 95% student to be a successful entrepreneur. It has to. You should be in classes every time. That is the thing. What you are doing, you should be very much aware of it.
sir, before you ventured into business, I believe there must be a lot of ideas running in your mind, you know, about business or starting of any other industry. So why did you choose not to venture into this industry of internet?
Why did I choose to go to this business or any business? What you're telling?
yes,
So this
No, you are telling that why did I choose internet service or why did I choose business?
so why did you choose internet?
internet service.
Yeah, that I told right now that internet service because what you know you do. Okay, so you cannot go and sell clothes. I cannot. I don't have any kind of idea about it. Okay, I was pretty much tech savvy from childhood days because I used to remember once I purchased. I passed out my 10th. My dad told that he will give me a computer. I still remember the computer costed around 67,000 rupees. Okay, with a hard drive space of 4 GB.
Sure.
Okay, so the hard drive space of 4 GB with a Windows XP, I remember in Windows ME at that time, not XP as well. So that computer costed around 67,000 rupees. Okay, so from that days it started. I was very much about tech things. Okay, I had around I just a few years back before my mother passed away 2 years back. We were just venturing around the old cupboards. Okay, so I found out 700 floppy drives. So that kind of interest I had in the electronics segment. So I cannot go ahead and sell clothes or shoes because I didn't had any interest on that part. So I always suggest everybody, even you, whatever interest you have, you should go in that path only. Be it successful or non-successful, it doesn't matter, but you'll have the satisfaction that you're doing right things. You have the gauge of that thing.
Before I continue and move forward with the next question, audience, please be with us and please listen to us, be with us, and stay connected, because at the end of this interaction, you would also be given a chance to ask and to interact with our entrepreneur on board today. And
Yes,
we would love to,
yes, we'll be answering all your questions at the end of this interaction.
please be there. Sir, the next question from my side is, entrepreneurs who have started something of their own, they are very thoughtful of how to get customers on board in the initial days. And
To get your first 10 customers or
Yes.
your first 100 customers is a very tedious task.
yes, it's difficult. For most people, it's difficult. So, how did you get your first 100 customers?
So that all our aspiring entrepreneurs
Yeah,
or
I'll
existing
tell you.
entrepreneurs of
You hope, yes.
Yeah, this is one of the interesting facts of our company or my life. I'll tell. The first 100 customers. I was very lucky. Before I started, I got my first customer. Okay. So
how did that happen?
yeah, I'll tell you. My one of my aunties, she was there, so I shared a thought that I am going to do this thing. So she told, "I'll be your first customer." So that was the day we launched the first customer, and that first customer took around 6 hours to get logged in. So we were that in a premature stage. We were learning at that time of what we are doing. Okay, so I got my first customer. That is a big boost. Okay, then how to get this thing rolling? Okay, at that time we started one of this part of the story starts. I'll just go a little bit back. uh, One of my friend's elder brother, he was working for a internet service team, a big internet service team. Somehow he left that job, and we were discussing something, and he told that I have ideas on that, and still now he's one of my very trusted partners of this organization. Okay, so he's always been with me, and so he with his ideas I started this. So he told the field part I'll take care, but I'm not aware of this room strategies and everything. So you have to manage those things. Okay. So I told, yes, you get hold of the field part, I'll take off the office mentoring part. So we have a very stringent work. Like we have to go outside to stretch fibers and wires, and then this is a very hectic job, to be very truthful. And then I hired two boys. They are still with me. Okay, they are the two pillars of my company. Okay, uh, so those three and me, we were four right at that time. Their job was to go ahead and do all the outside work, and my job was to be inside the office, go for marketing for 2 hours, 3 hours in my Activa. I used to keep the leaflets in my diggy, and I used to go around all the street shops. I still remember I was marketing door to door myself. Okay, I started convincing people that this thing is there. Just try it out. At that time, I was marketing 1 Mbps, 2 Mbps data. I still remember. So people were very much reluctant, but I still remember I got my first 50 customers in 23 days. Okay, so we were very quick to get that, because people didn't had any options at that time to be very open. And there was one more man I will not forget. He was an ex-employee as well. He was from management level of a very good ISP at that time. He supported me. He because I didn't had any idea how to get the internet bandwidth or anything. So he told me, he took me to a company from Calcutta. He arranged everything. So I always say he's one of my mentors. That still once I go in a dig, I always call him and take mentorship from him. So these 3-4 people helped me out. But at that time, I was a salesman. I was a billing. I used to do hand billings. We used to write hand bills. Didn't had any idea that time. Newly GST was coming into place. So never knew what exactly how to add GST and all. We did mistakes. My customers helped me to make GST bills, because these people know how they are themselves entrepreneurs or maybe businessmen. So I made mistakes in hand billing. So they called, one of my customers called me, look, you are doing mistakes here. So I told, this is the bill number 3 that I made right now. So you have to help me out on that. So he told, don't worry, I'll tell you how we make bills. I'll tell you 3 to 4 formats of bill. So these things started gradually and then it picked up. So everybody, those people all have something or the other for us to make us to this level. So we cannot forget them. That person who helped me making the bills as well has something in my company right now. A good faith, what I feel. And he's still a customer of mine. Maybe big companies are here, but they still know the credibility what we are providing. So that is the initial journey of our company.
But you mentioned that you got your first 50 customers in 23 days. So were you consistent, like for all those 23 days, every day you used to do sales?
Yeah, what we have to take wires to every street. So that is the biggest challenge. I still remember the brother that I'm talking about. He was he who told me to start this company. Um, and those two boys, though all three of them used to come at 4 a.m. in the morning, and they used to just pick up the wires and go. I don't know where they are going. So I left them and I start at 9 a.m. and I start my things. And then I call them, look, I have a customer here. So you have to come and put in these things back here. So they used to come. That initial state was the enjoyment of our company. Now we, 3, 4 people that I'm talking about, we hardly meet right now. We see each other's face in office because there are so many faces. Okay, everybody is busy in their department right now because they are now heading their own departments. Okay. So I even speak to them around 3 to 4 minutes a day. That is all. And those times we were together for 8 hours, 7 hours together because we had only those 4 people with us. Okay. So this is the change that we see, and this is the life. Once you gradually expand, the motion comes lesser.
What sir is saying and what I concluded from the entire discussion is he used to be consistent from the first day and he divided the work among the minimum team that he was provided
Yes,
with.
delegating the work
Yes,
rather
yes.
than doing everything.
Yes,
We need to delegate our work.
right.
And
And he was very patient for
Absolutely,
his
absolutely.
right.
one more interesting thing, what I understood, that he was open to learning. You know, he mentioned one of his customers taught him how to make bills, GST bills and all.
Yes.
So as an entrepreneur, you should be open to learning and learning from everyone.
So I would we would be keeping this in mind for today's gist that we've taken, and everyone who is watching us, please note down your important things that you have learned from
Yeah,
Sir.
we would
Yes.
advise all of you or request all of you to have a copy and a pen with
Yes,
you
yes.
and keep on, writing all those golden nuggets. You could say nuggets of knowledge being shared by our entrepreneur.
Because what's better than learning from a person who has already learned it? Right.
Sir,
Yes.
currently, how many
There is
customers
a
you have?
scope for learning every time. I'm sorry?
Sir, currently, how many customers you have? You said you had
Look,
your first 50
the
customers.
number is huge. Okay, now, right now the number is huge. We have expanded, we have collaborated, we have co-created many things. Okay, we are once that journey started in Cuttack, then it expanded. Then I met my partner. He was in the same business, so we collaborated, co-created many things. Now we are existing in 9 to 10 townships in the state. So the exact number is irrelevant right now. We are thinking expanding and going to, because once we co-created a company, then we thought of bringing Odisha together. Okay, there are many national players working right now. So once we get the Odisha flavor, people are much more connected to the brand name and brand value. So you can see our brand. It is Odinet. It signifies the symbol of Odisha. If you see my logo as well, that logo has an eye of Jagannath in between. So that is been designed by my designer. It was rejected several of times, and then we brought to the public. Okay, so these things were placed keeping in eye that we are connected to the heart of the people of Odisha, expanding to many townships right now, not only in Cuttack or Balasore or Buri. We are trying to reach each and every part of the state, be it a good positive arena for us or be a negative, but we need to show Odinet is stretching and expanding to its level with the help of my those co-creating partners right now. आप एक कहावत सुने होंगे, आप चलते जाओगे कारवां बनता जाएगा. Once you move ahead, people will come and join you together. So once they see that you're doing good things, even in your case as well, when you have started this Tycoon Speaks, now the day you can see people are coming together with you. You don't have to go ahead and approach anybody. People will come to you because you're doing some things people are watching. So they will come and ask for your suggestions, how you have done. So once they ask for your suggestions, they'll come closer to you. Then you can take their suggestion and then you can co-create. That is the best part. So number is irrelevant right now. We are expanded to many townships. You can take an example, an average like Cuttack, Bhubaneswar, wherever you go, you can have an average of 2,000 to 3,000 customers rolling around for you. So that is the best part. And the brand that you see, if you come to our city as well, you go everywhere, you'll see our brand name everywhere pasted or anything. So that we never shy off.
Yeah, that I completely agree. If anyone, visiting Cuttack, they can't miss Odinet. They get to see Odinet.
The branding is like too much done. It's well done.
Your marketing and branding team are doing their job, I would say at 1,000% efficiency, I believe. And so you mentioned about the logo.
Sir, वो जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
Yes.
Right.
And I agree to that. So you mentioned about your logo. So all those aspiring entrepreneurs or existing entrepreneurs, as Sir said, the logo plays a vital role, conveying a message. It's an identity for your brand. So next time, when are you planning to, make a logo or planning to create a new brand?
You should keep the insight of your entire brand in your logo so that people see your logo and connect to your brand directly. And how
Yeah,
Sir has
the
said,
logo is your face. Logo is your face.
Yes.
Because maybe you are very short in height or very long in height, whatever it may be. But if you just take a selfie and post it on Facebook, they won't see your height and all. It will say your fairness and everything. So you have to make sure the logo is that. आप कितने बड़े हो लोगो से नहीं पता चलता है. आप कितने attractive हो आपके लोगो से पता चलता है. So you have to be attractive, eye catcher. जैसे आपका लोगो देख के पता चलता है कि ये टाई बूट वालों का ही काम है. जैसे टाइकून स्पीक्स में टाई दिखती है.
So my next question is, of course, the journey of years was never easy, and it was never a sweet delicacy to taste. But then you must have gone through lots of difficulties and challenges you have faced. So can you just take us through your biggest challenge that you have faced and how you have overcome it?
Yeah, where you completely felt like giving up, but you didn't. Then you stood up again, you bounced back, and you started.
I'll tell you what happened. Being a son of a doctor, he's working abroad. We were never short of any wants that we had. Okay, we never saw any struggle. As my father used to tell me that he had only 2 pants and 2 shirts in his initial days. One used to go for washing and one used to. So then he struggled and became a very good doctor, professor, a director of National Guard Hospital with his own successful life. But we were lucky enough that we didn't see those struggling stages of our life. Okay, we were in Middle East initial days, so वो struggle हमने देखा ही नहीं, because we are always our dad was always an umbrella above us. Okay, and suddenly once you think that once your earning is not enough for yourself, the earning was enough once I was not married. Okay, because once you are married, then there is a big gap that comes in that you cannot rely upon your parents. Okay, you hesitate somewhere. Okay, because the family belongs to you, cannot depend on your parents. This is period. So you have to be their umbrella now. So that was the most important thing. What I see is the transition from that side. Okay, coming from their umbrella and making your umbrella. Okay, but I never say that my dad never supported me at that time as well. Whenever I ask for anything, I'm not just talking about monetary help, whatever. Even once the day I collaborated with my partners to bring this thing into live picture, my dad was in bed. So I took all my partners to him, and I made them meet him. So he was not well at that time, but he just showed his hand above. Okay, go ahead. So that was the last interactions for our business, and that was that raise of the hand. I still remember that was the pure blessing that he gave us. So I will tell the struggling part. I never felt that I should give up. Okay, the give up things, I was the transition mode कि आप अब उतना खर्च नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि आपका पॉकेट खुद का उतना सपोर्ट नहीं करता what your father's pocket was supporting. As I told you, at the age of at the time when I passed 10th, the computer was there. The scooter. I still remember once I passed 10, my father gave me a gift with a NV special. You must remember that Vespa came in that time. So that scooter I used to drive to our college, and everybody used to come in cycle, and I used to take a scooter. So that kind of lifestyle that he gave us. That may be right or may be wrong, but that happens that I have only one son. I should give what I have not done in my life. Let him do it. वो होता है ना कि मैंने तो इतना स्ट्रगल कर लिया अपने लाइफ में, लेकिन मेरे बेटे को नहीं स्ट्रगल करने दूंगा. That might be wrong as well, to some extent. Like in my thing right now, my wife is strictly against giving my son all those luxuries that he is expecting from me. Even 2 to 3 days back, I purchased a headphone for him. He was telling that once I get good marks in my result, you get. So I ordered a headphone from Amazon, and once my wife saw that amount, he told it's too high for this age, because he will go ahead and break that. So this is the thinking that parents should have. कि भाई आप even in my part, I also see कि भाई मेरे बच्चों को सबसे अच्छा मिले. So that was my father's thought. We are not going against it, but the transition part, कि आप इतना खर्च कर पाते हो, but now you have to start from the scratch. जो कमा रहे हो वही आपका है. So never thought of giving up. I thank God we didn't get to that stage कि never thought of giving up, but still there was a big transition state, a big gap that we have to fill. कि वो जगह से बाप का अपना influence निकाल के, father influence has to be taken out, and then you have to put in your influence to the society, to your family. Now, once my father is not there, at his guidance, once we were able to fill that gap. So if he's not there, we are able to sustain in this part of the world. But otherwise, if we wouldn't have that created that gap in his presence, once we had lost him suddenly, then those things would have come that we have to give up. So I was fortunate enough to transit my life from his umbrella to our umbrella once he was alive. So that initial support was always, a push was always that he is standing behind. And once we were stable, now we won't have him, but his blessings are always with us.
So yeah, would you say like that's one thing, as you mentioned about your father's blessing. So you keep on thinking about your father every day, and that's one thing that motivates you every day to work or to do whatever you're doing today.
Absolutely, no doubt. Absolutely, no doubt. He's always there with me. Even your parents, okay. Everybody's parents are heroes and to them, no doubt. But still, there is other part of the life. आप सिर्फ अपने hero का idolize करके जी नहीं पाओगे. Even Arjun Tendulkar has his father as his best hero. तो वैसा नहीं है. आपको तो अपने लिए भी तो कुछ करना है. खाली आप बैठ के खाली idolize करके you cannot grow. You have to take that. उन्होंने क्या क्या अच्छा काम किया अपने लाइफ में, उसका 30% भी अगर हम कर लेना, we are successful. What I feel. Everybody, I'll tell your parents, you cannot match your parent lifestyle. आप अपने parents को कभी भी copy कर नहीं पाओगे. अगर उसका 30% आप हो गए, I still feel 30%, not maximum, more than that, not less than that. If you're 30% matching your father, आज के lifestyle में, you have done a great job. तो उन्होंने क्या स्ट्रगल किया, हम तो उसके कुछ बराबर भी नहीं है. वी आर नथिंग. वी हैड अ लग्जरियस लाइफ स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम एंड. सो दिस द स्ट्रगलिंग पार्ट व्हाट आई फील इट्स वेरी स्लो एंड लो. ये कुछ स्ट्रगलिंग है ही नहीं हमारे लिए. व्हाट दे हैव डन, बीइंग दैट स्कॉलरशिप अमाउंट टू बिकमिंग अ डॉक्टर बाय हिमसेल्फ, नो सपोर्ट एट ऑल एट दैट टाइम. अच्छा, सपोज आई टेल यू अ स्मॉल थिंग. सपोज आई वुड हैव now it is a successful organization. Maybe it won't had that good gesture from the city of Cuttack to make this organization profitable. They would have rejected me at that time. What would I have done? I would have returned to my family. Again, dad, ye hua nahi mere se. Then he would have suggested go back to the job. This is the maximum part that I would have to feel. तो ये एक था पार्ट कि मैं अगर इधर ये बाय लक और प्रेयर्स की वजह से इट गॉट सक्सेसफुल विद द हेल्प ऑफ माय टीम. लेकिन अगर नहीं भी होता तो वो स्ट्रगल हम नहीं देखते जो उन्होंने देखा. वी वर फॉर्चुनेट इनफ टू टेल यू द ट्रुथ.
Those who are on board and listening to us, I would request, please support your children for whatever they are doing at any age they have reached, because they need you and they ultimately need you in their life. And through your support, even if they haven't reached their top position today, but one day they would definitely reach over there.
And definitely make you proud.
Yes.
Because we have a proud son today with us.
Yes.
Successful entrepreneur, and with every answer of his, he mentions about his father, because he had a great influence on him. So all those parents listening to us, what Sumer said, no, I completely agree to that. So we will move to our next question.
Yes. So my next question is, you have joined a very beautiful yet very interesting and necessity industry that we call right now, right? Because internet is a necessity right now. It's a basic need.
Yes. Earlier it was like roti kapda makan. Now it's roti kapda makan and internet. We can't live without it.
Yes. So, can you please throw some light on the internet service that you are working on, and some awareness for the audience that those who are listening to us?
Tell us about your
internet. Internet is you have to be very aware of what you're doing right now. It is not that easy. Okay, it can take you to the heights and it can ground you anytime. Okay. I always say, be very careful what you're typing. Be it a WhatsApp or a Facebook or a Insta or everywhere, because this is where you cannot meet people now. I cannot meet you every day. I cannot meet the people who are watching right now. But what I say right now, it will go viral with the help of internet, because this is your mouth, this is your eyes, this is your ears. So be very careful what you're doing, because this can take you to the heights. I remember one of my teachers used to say, a good publicity is a very good publicity. A bad publicity is also a very good publicity. People will talk about you if you're bad as well. So make sure what you're doing, and make sure because what you're doing people are not seeing right now. What you're doing on the internet right now, people are seeing that. So they are gauging your stature, your profile with your internet statuses and all that, because they अब makeup से आपको आपके हेयर कट से आपके उससे आपको लोग जज नहीं करते हैं. आपने कितना अच्छा प्रोफाइल बना रखा है, आपने अपने फेसबुक और इंस्टा में कितना अच्छा प्रोफाइल बना रखा है, कितने अच्छे फोटोज डाल रखे हैं, कितने आप शानदार तरीके से उसको फ्लरिश कर पा रहे हो. दैट अच्छा ये ओके आप उसमें डायरेक्टर ऑर्डिनेट लिख दो, अच्छा लगेगा. उसमें फाउंडर एंड डायरेक्टर ऑर्डिनेट लिख दो और अच्छा लगेगा. ठीक है, उसमें बोल दो ओनली आईएसपी टू हैव दिस कुछ अपना. तो आप जितना उसमें अपना प्रोफाइल बनाते जाओगे, सो यू हैव टू वेरी what I'll say, wise enough to use internet. Wise enough. क्योंकि आपको एक चीज मैं इंसाइट दूंगा इंटरनेट के बारे में. There is never a deleted item in internet. If you are thinking, you are typing something and deleting it, it is a myth. It can be traced anytime. आपको ये मैं एक इंसाइट बता रहा हूँ. It is never deleted in internet. If you are typing a letter, if you are typing a line in Google search, आपने सिर्फ टाइप किया, एंटर नहीं किया. The database takes that. That is all. So be very wise what you are doing right now, because people are looking at you with that thing. They are thinking about you with that thing. So that is your profile, that is your clothes, everything. आपको people judge कर लेंगे. और अभी आपने जैसे बोला टोरंटो से किसी ने लाइव ज्वाइन किया है, वो भी आपको उसी तरीके से जज करता, वो आपको कभी देखा भी नहीं. He's never seen you. So he'll speak good about things for me from here only, or bad things about me from here only. If I'm good, he'll speak good. तो आपका पब्लिसिटी कितना रेंज में एडवांस किया है, इट इज ओनली. सो बी वेरी वाइज. एंड आई एम फॉर्चुनेट इनफ टू गिव all of us that internet is the growing light right now. मुझे बोला कि ये कब तक चलेगा, इंटरनेट कब तक चलेगा. मतलब अब जब तक हम हैं तब तक तो चलेगा. कैसा तरीका चलेगा आई डोंट नो, बट जब तक हम हैं चलेगा. बट इट विल हैव मेनी मोर एक्सपेंशंस और upgradations, to be very frank. So we have to move with the time. Innovations will come, and we are ready to take those innovations. That is for sure.
So my next around that only.
Yeah, this question. There is a question we have on board, and that is quite related to the context that we are discussing on right now. So the question from Sudhanshu Kumar Rao is, what are the key expertise you suggest for an entrepreneur to start internet service provider, and what is the minimal infrastructure required to enter into the market as an internet service provider? That's a very good question. So we would like you to answer the question.
Thank you, Sudhanshu, for taking this question. I would love to answer this. The key expertise that you need for internet service provider. These days, internet service is a thing that because who all are using internet, they're 30% or 40% literate about internet. Okay. But the major part is the back end, how it comes to your home. But once it is landed, you are ready to use. So you must be knowing something about the networking part. If I will suggest, जो जानते हो वही करो. It is not that Tom, Dick and Harry goes and start internet service, or Tom, Dick and Harry goes and starts a garage. अगर मैं थोड़ा सा technically sound हूँ, mechanical engineering में, then only I'll try to open a service center where I can service cars. Okay. If I'm little bit literate, you have to be 40%, 50% sound. I'm not telling that everybody is 100% sound on networking or mechanical engineering to start a garage or an internet service. You have to be 50% or 40% sound enough to start that thing. In my case, I was. So once that is the best part, it motivated me to go ahead and do this, because I knew what I was doing. Okay. Then I hired people, they know more than me. Understood? If I knew 40%, now I have people to back me who know maybe 90%. So I started learning from them after hiring them. The major starting interface that you need to know is 40% of the things that you know about the organization or the topic that you're starting. Then start from very small. Okay, you have to sit and understand what you're doing. I always say, if you have 10,000 rupees, do not invest 10,000 rupees in one business, because if you lose that, you lose all 10,000. I will suggest invest 3,000 each in 3 businesses, or 2,000 each in 5 businesses. So if one business goes down, you will lose only 2,000. 8,000 is there to back you up. So start from very small. As in my case, I started only stretching fiber in my own locality. That was a radius around me 2 kilometers. Then when I found 15 customers from that 2 kilometers radius, it motivated me to go ahead. You won't believe, I was thinking of putting optical fiber in only 4 to 5 localities of Cuttack. That was my aim. That was my aim. The aim expanded initially with the time, that I can do more, that I can do more, that I can do more. I'm getting responses. Come on. I'm getting responses now. I can do. People are accepting this thing. So once the acceptance comes, you will be motivated, you will be confident enough to go. So the expertise part, Sudhanshu, that you asked, it is the 40% ownership of that thing that you are doing. Ownership means the awareness what you are doing, and then start from a very small budget. In my case, I started with 40,000 rupees. Okay. So you have to be very selective. If it, not only in internet service, if it is somehow fails or forgotten, but if it somehow you are not succeeded, so you can again restart with another thing. There always has to be, always keep a restart button, not just a shutdown. So make sure you start with a very small and expertise of 40% knowledge about what you're doing.
Sir, you see there are a lot of giants coming in your industry. When we talk about internet, how like there is this company Geo that keeps running in everyone's mind, and we can tell Geo brought a revolution in the internet industry. So how do you stand out, or I would say bring innovation to your existing company or your organization to compete with all those national players?
Yeah, many people ask me this. Once Geo is here, how you'll sustain? This is the best that they are asking me right now. How I will sustain? I will tell. I will always get up in the morning. I will say, I thank Geo. As I told you, Bhavan, you remember once we had the interaction. You asked me this question that day as well. Sir, Geo to aa gaya market mein. What you'll do? So I thank Geo because Geo has created the awareness, as you told. People are now much more open to have fiber optic in their home, and Jio cannot give service to all Tom, Dick and Harry. सबको नहीं दे सकता वो उनको आदत लगा सकता है, बट उसको सस्टेन करना आई डोंट थिंक कि किसी में भी हिम्मत है. जियो हो जो भी हो, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने सबको कंप्यूटर सिखाया, ठीक है, लेकिन आज सबसे बड़ा ब्रांड है आपका एप्पल. आप ओएस में माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कितना देखते हो सर? ठीक है, तो आप एंड्रॉयड को आप जैसे अगर वेट करते रह जाओगे ना, अवेयरनेस क्रिएट जब होंगे लोगों में, वंस दे आर knowing that this thing is for us, mobile is for me. Jio Infocom came, sorry, Jio I'm telling, Reliance Infocom came, gave 500 rupees phone, everybody took phone, so only Reliance was in the market. अभी एयरटेल के पास भी स्टेक है, वोडाफोन के पास भी स्टेक है, तो लोगों को अवेयर कर दिया उसने, तो दूसरों का भी प्रोडक्ट बिकना शुरू हो गया. So a single company just advertises the product line, not the product. I'm telling product line, like they are promoting mobile phones. Nokia did expansion in mobile phones. बोलते हैं कभी कभी कोई एकदम केक बनाता है, क्रीम कोई और खाता है. हम वो नहीं बोल रहे हैं कि रिलायंस जियो ने केक बना दी और क्रीम सिर्फ हम खा रहे हैं. वो उसका क्रीम भी खा रहा है, लेकिन 20% क्रीम हमको भी दे रहा है खाने के लिए, unknowingly, without his knowledge what he has done for us. He is giving a great motivation to the people to bring fiber optic to their home. भाई देखो ये फ्यूचर है, ये देखो फ्यूचर है, आप लगाओ घर में. वो बोलता है जियो लगाओ, FTTH लगाओ, तो जियो जो नहीं है, जहां पर जियो नहीं है, उनको भी तो चाहिए इंटरनेट. वहां तुम पहुंच जाओ कि भाई जियो तुमको दे नहीं पा रहा है, let us give you the same feeling. So he is giving an indirect marketing for your product line. You don't see the brand. I'm always seeing the product line is getting marketed by a great company with his own expense, and you are getting benefited from there, isn't it? So once you are benefited from his product line expansion, क्योंकि आपका लाइन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एक ही है, आप घर में अगर सब, आप एक बात समझो, कैडबरी इज ए चॉकलेट, चॉकलेट कंपनी। आप कैडबरी का एडवर्टाइज देखे टीवी में, बाहर निकले, आप बोले चॉकलेट आज खाते हैं, आप गए दुकान में, उसके पास कैडबरी अवेलेबल नहीं है, आप उसके पास नेस्ले का किटकैट है, आपके मन में चॉकलेट खाना है, आप खाओगे। एडवर्टाइज किसी ने किया, खाया कुछ और, उसके दिमाग में कैडबरी खाना नहीं, उसके दिमाग में आया देखे कि चॉकलेट खाना है। So whatever is available with him at that time, he will take it. The advertisement part is done by Cadbury. Initial the selling is 5 रुपए का जो KitKat बिका, Nestle का बिका. So the product line is hyped by right now by Jio, and that is a blessing in disguise, what I feel.
Yeah, because what you said, it did not require to be a fast mover in every industry. Because if we talk about Google, the largest search engine, it's not the first search engine. It's, I believe, the 19th search engine. And when we talk about Facebook, which we are using frequently, so it's not the first social media website. It's like 27 social media website. You know, so that's what marketing कोई और करता है, and that benefit because they create an ecosystem for you.
So basically, we never
I'll
take
tell
a
you. I'll tell you one thing.
competitive
I'll tell you. Marketing is done by a different team. Always a product line is being highlighted. Then it is never sure that that product line will be hyped from him, because the mobile phones आपने देखा होगा, जितना नोकिया ने मोबाइल फोन को हाइप किया, किसी ने नहीं किया। नोकिया was the best in marketing, what I have felt. एक लाइन था, I will tell you, the year from 2008 to 2013, नोकिया was at its peak. वो जितना मार्केटिंग में पैसा खर्च करता था, किसी ने नहीं किया। ठीक है, he created the awareness of mobile phone.
Connecting people. They actually
अब
connected
अब
people.
ये जो खा रहे हैं ना Vivo Oppo, I tell you, the Vivo Oppo eating the business right now, it is the marketing done by Nokia. इनका वो उतना पैसा बच गया मार्केटिंग में, वो लोगों तक पहुंचा दिया कि मोबाइल फोन आपको चाहिए बॉस। अब क्या चाहिए, वो उसको जहां पर जो मिलेगा वो लेगा। दे विल टेक वॉट एवर इट इज अवेलेबल एट दैट टाइम। So I will always say, if a product line is getting highlighted, you have to be very smart and very happy about that thing, because indirectly your product line is getting to the reach of the people, because you don't have that pocket enough to go to and reach to that people. तो अगर जियो आपका मार्केटिंग कर रहा है, जियो मेरा तो इनडायरेक्टली मार्केटिंग कर रहा है 100%, जहां पर वो लोगों को अवेयर कर रहा है, ही इज टेलिंग दैट brother, go ahead and take optical fiber. He's telling his name, Geo, take Geo fiber. Understand? Take Geo fiber, Geo fiber, Geo fiber, Geo fiber. अच्छा, फाइबर लोग सुन रहे हैं कि फाइबर क्या चीज है। तो there is every possibility that Geo cannot give to everyone. So you have to identify that thing. You have, वो है ना, आपको एक पॉइंट ढूंढना पड़ेगा कि जियो कहां पर नहीं कर पा रहा, जहां पर आप दो। उसने तो इनडायरेक्टली मार्केटिंग कर दिया ऑल ओवर इंडिया में। So then you have to identify where you can pick Geo. You cannot, but you can still try. अभी मैं बोलूंगा how can you pick Geo, that big thing? No, we cannot, but we can try to do that. So Geo is indirectly marketing optical fiber that benefits all the players right now. So आपका product line अगर hype हो रहा है ना, you should be very happy for that. Yeah.
So there is a question from one of our audience, Pragya. She asked, what do you consider non-negotiable in your business?
A non-negotiable part, there are similar lines what I feel. Non-negotiable means, अगर मैं बोलूँगा you have to be very much sure कि आप honest होगे, this will be very stagnant. Stagnant गलत word होगा, stable answer होगा एक. But I would always say कि non-negotiable means you have to stick to your basics where you have started. अगर आप starting में start करने टाइम, जब आप start किए थे initial stage में, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि there were only 3 service player people and myself, 4 of us started, and all 4 of us are here still. We are not going anywhere. At that time, if we have not negotiated, if we thought कि नहीं, अगर हम अभी नए हैं, we are starting new, if we do this mischief thing, it will create a bad name for us. जब आप start करते हो कुछ चीज, you are very much cautious about that, isn't it? When you're going to a dark room, never entered, you are very cautious putting first 3-4 steps inside. Till the time you are comfortable, there is nothing obstacles around you, isn't it? आप जब एक डार्क रूम में एंटर करते हो आपको पता नहीं ऑब्स्टिकल्स क्या हैं, then you are very much aware what you are doing, where you are putting the steps, you are very much cautious, and then at that time if you are not negotiating those things, look, I will not put this step right, this step wrong, this step right, this step wrong. Once you are comfortable inside that room, sitting broadly, widely inside that room, then if you are starting to think that if I do this, अभी तो मेरे पास 2000 कस्टमर हैं, 20,000 कस्टमर हैं, अगर एक चला भी गया तो क्या हुआ, ट्राई करते हैं इसके साथ एक. अगर आप 2 कस्टमर के साथ वो ट्राई नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो 20,000 के साथ इसीलिए कर पा रहे हो कि आपके पास एक फेथ है कि भाई एक जाएगा तो जाने दो, लेकिन उस वक्त 2 से अगर एक चला जाएगा तो यू हैव लॉस्ट 50%. सो यू कैन नॉट, if you have not done at that time, please don't do it right now. That is non negotiable. आपको अगर उस वक्त नॉन नेगोशिएबल लगता था कि अगर ये मैं जाऊंगा मेरी कंपनी के लिए खराब होगा, तो अभी भी अगर करूंगा तो वो भी खराब होगा सर. भले ही उस वक्त 50% खराब हुआ होता, अभी 2% तो होगा ही. So never be complacent enough on your culture what you are building. अगर उस वक्त कस्टमर को आप उस तरीके से ट्रीट करते थे और अभी आपका अगर नेचर ऑफ वर्क चेंज हो गया है, एंड देन यू आर ट्राइंग टू, बिकॉज यू हैव अ बफर ऑफ बिग कस्टमर बेस राइट नाउ, then you can see कि then I can try out doing a mischievous thing. Mischievous is a wrong word, I'm not getting the exact word. मैं उसके साथ करके बच के निकल जाऊंगा. उस वक्त अगर मैं नहीं अगर करता तो लोगों के सामने आ जाएगी. So never compromise on your ethics. आपने जो कंपनी को जिसमें स्टार्ट किया है वही एथिक्स से रखेंगे, then people will start respecting you. हाँ, गलतियां तो होंगी. You are human beings. You are bound to make mistakes. Like at the start of this live show, we did some mistakes because we were trying to log into some other page. So once next time we come in, we won't make this mistake. Bhavani, you will be aware that whatever you have to guide to the next person who is coming live, you will tell, you have told me at 9:05 what you have told. You will tell that person around 9:05 in the night. Look sir, you have to log into this part directly. So we are here to make mistakes, but we cannot compromise on our culture. If we compromise on our culture, that is non-negotiable, because a great human being, a great mentor, what I feel, a business community that I belong to, BNI, the founder of BNI always says, Dr. Ivan, that culture eats strategies for breakfast. Whatever strategies you have, if you don't have a good culture, that will eat up everything, that will eat up every part of. So Susri Pragya, the culture cannot be negotiable. We cannot compromise on our culture of the company. The 2 customers that we began with first day, those are important, and the 20,000 above customers are much more important. Those 2 customers are precious as well. These with aligned to this customer, so we cannot compromise on our culture of the company. कि हम कर लेते हैं, देखते हैं क्या होगा, जाएगा तो एक ही कस्टमर जाएगा, हमारे पास और भी हैं लोग बैक करने के लिए, बट वो एक एक करके कब निकल जाएंगे, you will never know. It will be a leaking bucket.
So before I move to the next question, audience who are listening to us right now, please share the invite link to your friends and family and relatives, so that we get more people on the board and we get more people to connect with our speaker right now. And let's celebrate entrepreneurship, let's respect entrepreneurship, and we request you to share that link and bring more people on board.
And in the meanwhile, you can also pin your questions down in the comments below, and our entrepreneur will be answering them one by one.
So we are here on the last question, I believe.
One more I have to go.
Okay. So on the second last question that I'm asking right now, please pin your question and we'll move ahead. So, sir, what it takes to make an entrepreneur successful?
Okay, this is the most important, I will tell you, because I always feel what exactly, how a person be a successful. I'm not that successful, to be very sure. But what I feel, a person can be successful, it has to go hand on hand. A successful organization doesn't mean a successful person. A successful person doesn't mean a successful organization. How people tag you. Okay. I'll say this is a political atmosphere going around. We just concluded elections. Okay. If Biju Janata Dal is successful and Naveen Patnaik is not successful, it will end nowhere. So it has to the brand and the brand ambassador both parallel together. Narendra Modi and BJP has to be parallel. The BJP should not go above Narendra Modi, or Narendra Modi should not go above BJP. It should not be Modi government. It should always be Modi ji ka BJP government. Understood? So it has to be Anand Mahindra, not only Mahindra Group. So the director and the company, the owner and the company has to be parallel enough to be a successful organization or a successful human. आप जब भी जियो सोचते हो आपको मुकेश अंबानी याद आता है, लेकिन आप जब भी गोदरेज सोचते हो आपको गोदरेज का ओनर याद नहीं आता है. आप जब भी टाटा सोचते हो आपको रतन टाटा याद आता है. I can tell you. तो आपको उस ब्रांड में अगर उसका ओनर दिखता है, आपको बीजेडी में अगर नवीन पटनायक दिखता है और नवीन पटनायक में बीजेडी दिखता है, देन देर आर वर्किंग ग्रेट. जहां पर ब्रांड आपके पर्सनल टच से ऊपर हो जाता है और पर्सनल टच आपका ब्रांड से ऊपर हो जाता है, देर इज समथिंग गोइंग रॉन्ग. देर इज समथिंग गोइंग रॉन्ग. सो if you want to become successful, the brand and the brand owner has to be very on the same path. Both have to take the things together. या तो brand ऊपर चला जाएगा, the person will stay behind. The person will go back. That's for sure. आपको आज एक चीज बता रहा हूं, just a small example. The most known IPL franchise, I'll tell you, there are only two. One is Kolkata, because the brand and the brand ambassador are very parallel, Shah Rukh Khan. Mumbai Indians, brand and the brand ambassador are parallel, Neeta Ambani. अब जहां मुंबई सोचते नीता अंबानी याद आ जाती है आपको, वहीं पर राजस्थान रॉयल का ओनर को खोजो. Who's the owner? You know the owner of the Rajasthan Royal? No. पंजाब कहीं कहीं यू टच दैट प्रीति जिंटा पार्ट. तो आपको जहां ओनर के साथ आप ब्रांड को रिलेट कर पाओगे ना, आप जहां बीजेडी का देखोगे आपको नवीन पटनायक याद आएगा, बीजेपी देखोगे नरेंद्र मोदी याद आएगा. सो आपका सक्सेस भी आपका ब्रांड ओनर के सक्सेस से मैच करेगा, देन ओनली द सक्सेस विल गो इन अ स्विफ्ट पाथ. बिकॉज आई टेल यू दैट वो एक स्टोरी था ना, रैबिट एंड दैट थिंग, रैबिट एंड टॉर्टोइस. That rabbit lost because of tortoise was slow and steady wins the race. Okay, I tell those things are gone. This is 21st century. We are 2022. We have to be fast and furious. Then only we'll succeed. The brand and the brand owner has to be that enough close apart. 51-49 chalega, but if it is 70 and 30, that is alarming. Brand or brand ambassador. And if I'll tell you, if you want to be a successful human, not an entrepreneur always, if you want to be a successful human, what you feel inside doesn't matter. How you went it out. एक हमारे में कहावत है, जबान शीरी मुलक गिरी. अगर जबान शीरे की तरह होगा, if it's sweet enough, then you can own the country. आप पूरे country को खरीद पाओगे with your own tongue. Because the first thing that you sell as a businessman is your tongue. पहले आप अपना जबान बेचते हो, फिर सामान बेचते हो. If you can make him to your board, आप उसको रूम पे लाके बिठा सकते हो, then only you can sell the product. If he is ready to listen to you, then only you can sell the product. So this is the best, I tell you, brand and the brand owner has to be parallel to be successful.
So, if there is any entrepreneur or business owner listening to us right now, TYCOON is just connecting you and your brand together. together simultaneously to the world, so that people around know you and your brand together, and both the things grow equally and very parallelly. Right.
And if you want us to share your story to the rest of the world, connect with us on our Facebook page or Instagram page if you haven't been featured yet. So, so this question is from my mother. She's watching us.
Yes.
So, her question is, how do you define success? You know, what's your definition of success?
The definition of success is look, many of us, what I won't be, if I would be lying that I don't think if you are not earning it, you are not successful. Everybody thinks that if you are earning, that you are successful. That is for sure. Everybody is here to earn. हम सब यहाँ पे पैसे कमाने ही आए हैं. If I tell कि नहीं मुझे कुछ लोगों को करके दिखाना है, मैं अन्ना हजारे नहीं हूँ सर. मुझे करके तो दिखाना है, बट कहीं कहीं मन में ये भी है कि अपने लिए क्या कर रहा हूँ. We are selfish enough, but that doesn't mean the success is that if you see your children happy, that is success. अगर आपके बच्चे आपसे खुश हैं, whatever you are doing and you are creating, if you are thinking that your children are happy with you, what you are doing. Bhavani, you have met my son. He's 6 years old. Okay, he's one of my greatest brand ambassadors. Okay. If these days you have online classes, so they don't have. We have T-shirts, branded printed T-shirts for our staffs. So whenever those orders are being sent to the vendor, it is a specific size that we have to send for him, because he gets irritated if he doesn't have T-shirts. He always wears those T-shirts. So one of my partners tell me, "ये तो हमारा सबसे बड़ा brand ambassador है boss." So the success is that if your children are enjoying that you are doing and they are happy what you are doing, they are small enough right now to gauge that success, to know that what I am doing right or wrong. But if I'm seeing happy that whatever I'm doing, I'm able to fulfill my family needs, that is success. But गलत तरीके से भी हो सकता है वो. Family needs को गलत तरीके से भी fulfill कर पाऊंगा. But अगर मैं अपने फैमिली का, मेरे बच्चे इतने बड़े नहीं है, they are not that old enough to understand what I'm doing right or wrong, but in future they will be able to know what I have done. So that is the best part. If they tell once that you have done a great job, that I am telling my father was a wonderful human being, a successful doctor. So he has succeeded in his life. बच्चे जब बोलते हैं कि आपका बाप सही कर रहा है, क्योंकि they are the best critic. Your family is your best critic. कोई रोकेगा तो वही रोकेंगे, अगर कोई फ्लरिश करवाएगा तो दे आर द ओनली वन. आप उनका चेहरा देख रहे हो, अगर आप अपना सक्सेस उनके आंखों में देखना चाहिए. इफ दे आर हैप्पी विथ यू, देन यू आर डूइंग राइट. इफ दे आर इरिटेटेड, नो डैड यू हैव डन दिस रॉन्ग, then there is alarming factor, dear brother and sister. We are going somewhere wrong. Okay, so this is the success what I see. Yeah, please.
Yeah, before Bhavani comes up with this question, I would just like to say, add up something to Sir's answer. He has two little very cute kids, those who are continuously too proud and too involved with their father, and that is because SAAD has actually involved them in his work, his day-to-day life. So people, please involve your family as much as you can in your work, so that they understand the value and they actually understand the importance of whatever you're doing in life. Yeah, we'll move ahead to Bhavani's last question.
This is my last question. So, what advice you would like to give to someone who is just starting a business? Any skills they need to acquire, or they need to good at their communication, or they need to be fluent with whatever they are doing. So, what advice you would like to give them?
Okay, this is the same question that I think
was asked by
Sudhanshu. Yes, Sudhanshu has asked it. Yes.
I'll tell you. You were asking what exactly this mantra of being successful. यही तो.
Correct.
Yes.
When someone starts.
When someone is starting a business.
When a person starts, what exactly he has to have the fuel inside it, what fuel he needs to start the scooter.
Right.
he might not be much that educated that I am. मैं इतना educated नहीं हूँ, ठीक है. उसके पास उतने पैसे नहीं होने चाहिए कि वो स्टार्ट कर ले जल्दी से, लेकिन वो विल पावर होना चाहिए. आई टेल एवरीथिंग, जो भी काम आप शुरू करते हो उसके बारे में आपको 30% 40% नॉलेज होना चाहिए. एनीथिंग यू स्टार्ट, वॉट एवर थिंग यू स्टार्ट. अगर आप एक स्वीट का शॉप खोलना चाहते हो, आपको 1-2 स्वीट्स बनाने आने चाहिए. अगर आपको कुछ भी आता नहीं है एंड यू आर स्टार्टिंग दैट, कि भाई वो कर रहा है, अच्छा मैं भी कर लूंगा. I was sharing a story with Bhavani that day. He was sitting with me. We had a good conversation. I was thinking of becoming a caterer. You won't believe. How? I saw one of my friend doing a very good business in catering, and suddenly I saw बैंड बाजा वाला कि भाई अगर वो बिट्टू शर्मा और वो कर लेंगे तो मैं भी कर लूंगा, और इसमें पैसा बहुत है भाई. बट उसके बाद एफर्ट क्या है वो नहीं देखा. One of my good mate is a very good caterer right now. वो कर पाता है, लेकिन मैं शायद नहीं कर पाता क्योंकि मुझे उसके बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है. आई एम जीरो. मुझे पकाना भी नहीं आता. मुझे वो आई डोंट नो ABC ऑफ दैट थिंग. बट जो अभी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ उसका A और B तो पता है, फिर C, D, E, F, Z तक दूसरे बताएंगे, बट स्टार्टिंग A से B तो मैं जानता हूँ. So I always say you should know something about what you're doing right now. Whatever you start, you should be aware what you're doing. तो इनिशियल स्टेजेस में आपको हिकअप्स नहीं आएंगे, क्योंकि वो स्मॉल स्टेज होगा, आप उतना मैनेज कर पाओगे. जब बढ़ जाएंगे, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बढ़ेगा, आपका एक्सपेंशन होगा, फिर लोग आपके साथ जुड़ेंगे जो आपको सिखाते जाएंगे समय समय पर. एंड यू हैव टू बी ऑलवेज ओपन टू, इफ यू नो दैट 20%, you should be open to learn that 80% to be a good सक्सेसफुल बिजनेसमैन. ठीक है, यही आप कुछ भी करो, हर कोई आके ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म आपके तरह सजा के बिठा के नहीं कर सकता. आपको वो स्किल्स आनी चाहिए. आपको अगर 10% पता है, आई एम क्वाइट श्योर यू पीपल बोथ टुडे सिटिंग आफ्टर 1 year or 2 year, whatever your tenure for this TYCOON Speaks is, you are much more confident than the first interaction. वो होते होते होता है. Once you start doing, you are getting polished in it. I'm again saying the people who are working for me. I'm again saying those 3 people who started with me. The first person who told me to do this, then I hired 2 boys, 3, myself 4. Then a mentor was there who was just guiding from back, 5. मैं अभी बोलता हूँ, मैं अगर ये हूँ, ये 4 लोग मुझसे अभी भी ज्यादा जानते हैं कंपनी के बारे में. they may not be more educated than me, or maybe one of them are educated, I don't know, but those 4 people know much more than me about our company right now. I only know 20%, they know 80%. तो ये होता है, आपका टीम उसी तरह बनता है.
Yes, sir. I was telling her, there is a quote by Bill Gates. So where he has put it, you should always hire people smarter than you.
Yeah, it can go otherwise as well. Okay, they can force you to do things that you don't know. Okay, so you have to be. This is where I was lucky enough for my HR that I have studied. Okay, so you should understand the mind symptoms, how this person will dominate me or I'll be dominating. Those both are dangerous. If I dominate those persons, it is dangerous because I will be obstructing them to give their ideas to the company. And if they are dominating me, they will forcefully drag me behind and won't let me to take this company forward. So even in my partnership part as well, I am blessed to have partners, though they don't stop me doing anything and I don't force them to do anything. फिलहाल अब तक तो अच्छा चल रहा है by God's grace, but you never know. We always pray that it goes smooth like this. I thank my family as well. My wife is a very good supporting, and one of the questions I just saw, how to balance family and work life. Still now I have not done that part very well. Still now I get scoldings from my wife that you don't give us time. So this is Lopamudra ji. You have to teach me from your things how you manage that, because this is a very difficult part that I am not able to click. मैंने उस पर टिक मार्क अभी तक नहीं आई है मेरे, क्योंकि अभी भी हम लोग को ग्रो और करना है. एंड और टाइम जो टाइम स्ट्रैटेजीज है वो थोड़ा सा हेवायर है हमारे लाइफ में. वी आर गोइंग लिटिल बिट हेवायर. वी आर नॉट एबल टू प्रोवाइड टाइम टू आवर फैमिली बिकॉज वी आर रनिंग आफ्टर द लाइफ. And for whom we are doing it, it has to be hand on hand, as I tell. They should also understand for whom we are running out. तो हम उनके लिए भागते हैं, बट उसको अंडरस्टैंड करवाना और उसको थोड़ा बैलेंस तो करना पड़ेगा. I'm not saying that she is wrong everywhere. She is always a supporting hand. I have one sister, she has always supported me. My wife is a big supporting hand of mine. After my parents, this is the only family that I have right now. तो उन लोग का सपोर्ट तो है ही, लेकिन आपको उनके लिए भी समय निकालना है. दैट इज द बेयर ट्रूथ. You have to give them time as well. Even in your case, everybody who's listening to this, I have not able to balance right now. अभी तक balance totally नहीं आया, but I am quite sure we'll be able to manage that. तो आप जब तक वो जो तुमने बोला ना delegate करना पड़ेगा. Once you start delegating work more and more, then you will have time for yourself. So still now the delegation part is there, but still somewhere you have dedicated more work to yourself. अपने आप को ज्यादा डेडिकेशन दे दिया है. ये भी मैं करूंगा, ये भी मैं करूंगा, ये भी मैं करूंगा, मेरे से अच्छा कोई नहीं करेगा. अगर मैं दूसरे को दूंगा नहीं तो पता कैसे चलेगा कि मेरे से अच्छा करेगा या नहीं. लेकिन हम डरते हैं देने से. ठीक है. सो इट डज गो हैंड ऑन हैंड. अगर नहीं होगा तो डेलीगेशन होते जाएगा आहिस्ते आहिस्ते. जब आगे बढ़ते जाओगे ये बैलेंस लाइफ में आती जाएंगी. तो बैलेंस जब आएगी आपको ये बैलेंस आ भी जाएगा. आप समय भी दे दोगे. ऑफिस वाले बोलेंगे सर आप फैमिली में ही रहते हो, आप फंक्शन आप हमें समय देते नहीं इसलिए ये रॉन्ग हो गया. फैमिली वाले बोलेंगे सर आप ऑफिस में इतना समय देते हो, देखो घर का हालत ये है. This is the thing that your son is not listening. Your son is getting low marks because as a father you're not giving appropriate time. ये हो गया. Then you'll come to office. Sir, ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ସମୟ ଦେଲେନି, ସେ जो सर्विस ଥିଲା ସେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ବସି ଯାଇଚି. ସେ 3 दिन तो ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରୁଛି ସେ କରିନି because you have not told him, or he is least bothered because he's thinking that you are at home. So these things will come. Life अपने आप बैलेंस सिखा देगा, but till now it is not yet concrete. और कभी किसी का concrete होता भी नहीं है. What I feel, बैलेंस हम बोलने के लिए बता देते हैं कि हम ये कर रहे हैं वो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन it is always family will tell you, office people will tell you. तो आप जो हो वो दोनों तरफ से बजोगे, but you are here to get that thing. So never bother those things. वो आहिस्ते आहिस्ते वो थोड़ी सी होगी, then you will be able to gauge that part. Not a problem.
We'll take 2 more questions from our audiences. So audience out there listening us, you can bring in your questions because
We are about to end the show right now. So if there is any question, we can go ahead with it. It was absolutely a very great interaction, a very energetic, boosting session with you, sir.
yes. And that too on a Monday morning.
Yes.
And we are very much thankful to our venue partner, Tokyo Coffee and Vishnu, to our amazing friend, Suchi Mishra.
Yes, this is a beautiful cafe that we have in town. It's located in Info City area. And so we would definitely like to like you to come over here and see the place. This place creates amazing vibes and very positive place and lovely surrounding we have. Yes, and all thanks to Suchi. She is behind the beautiful cafe in town. Yeah.
So any more questions from our audience? Those are listening us.
If anyone wants to get connected to SAAD, you can follow their page.
Sir, how they can connect with you? Can you tell about your social media handles or your mail ID?
Yeah, I'll post that in TYCOON Speaks, post to this interaction. I will surely post and I'll send those visiting cards as well, whatever social media links that they know to. You can directly go to our website as well. www.odinet.in, and there you can just see what exactly things that we are offering. It is that attractive that we are right now. Okay. तो आप हमसे मिलते जाओ, तभी हम आपको बताते जाएंगे कि हमने.
Thank you so much, lovely audience, for listening us.
And thank you so much, sir, for participating, for interacting so beautifully.
Until next time, we come up with more interesting questions. And thank you once again.
My pleasure, brother
Thank you.
and sister. You are a great host. I'll tell them who are listening right now. These are the two most attractive human beings I have ever met. Always get motivated with the beautiful smiles both of you have. You grow like this. We always pray that the Tycoon Speaks touch to the heights that we have thought, and we will take it as a team. Don't worry. I always say, लोग जुड़ते जाएंगे, आप जब आगे बढ़ते जाओगे. And it's a great initiative. I can see. Yeah, I can see that many of the entrepreneurs are getting highlighted. We have never heard their names, but now once we go ahead and search those names, they are quite successful. And you people are promoting them. The word promoting will be not good. You people are highlighting them. Okay. And at the end of the day, they will get the bottom line. I hope all of us share our bottom lines with you. Okay. Soumya gets a very broad, big smile once hearing the sharing of bottom lines of those entrepreneurs. Huh?
So I would like to mention on 1st of April, we will be turning one. Tycoon Speaks will be completing 1 year. And the journey has been really interesting for people like you who have made it quite adventurous for us. I believe there's a lot to learn and we are keep learning. So all our audiences, those are listening us, we are conducting a talk show on 1st of April at the same venue, Tokyo Coffee and Bistro. So stay connected with us. And for more information, you can check our social media handles. We'll be coming up with a lot of updates. And thank you so much, sir, once again for your time. And a big thank you to our venue partner, Tokyo.
And grateful to our audience who have been patient enough, listening, interactive, and very energetic throughout.
And we'll be signing off.
Yeah, signing off.
So this is Bhavani Shankar Parija, founder of Tycoon Speaks.
And this is Soumya Mahapatra, co-founder of Tycoon Speaks.
We have a wonderful human being with us, who is a big brother to us as well. And Mr. SAAD HASHMI, founder director of Odinet. Thank you once again.
Have an energetic week
Thank you.
A beautiful day ahead.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.